Hello, YouTubers. For a second time today on June 20th, 2015, Saturday. This time, almost at 1750 in the afternoon, almost 1800 in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time. Now, Paul just got home from work after a fairly challenging several 18 or almost 24 hours. And when I say just home, like maybe 20 minutes ago. There seemed to be a certain thing about, well, tell us, Paul.
Well, we had the tour bus came in. They were to have breakfast with Jack Hanna. Well, their thing with Jack Hanna and the Columbus Zoo was the day they arrived. They already had been there.
So they encountered that blowhard, that shameless, self-promoting blowhard.
Yeah, more or less spent the whole day because they didn't get to their restaurant until
I bet they felt like they'd been bent over, huh?
6:30. And then they didn't get to us until 8:30 last night. So
now Paul did traipse out of here last night to go to this little affair. I sort of remember hearing him saying, bye-bye. Well, I was lying in the chemo chair. I did, however, feel to hear him come back.
I ran down, got the two old big luggage carts.
We're going to talk about two big old other things.
And
we're getting in that age group, so we better be careful about that.
It's like we were standing in it, like I went out there, and Marco was there. He was going to help me last night. And he says, "They've not opened the luggage store yet." And I said, "Marco, it's on the other side."
Oh, I thought they had them like on both sides of these buses.
Well, they do.
Oh.
But these tour buses, only 24 people. They'll put everything on the passenger side instead of like the passenger and driver's side and all the way back.
So it's not like an aircraft where you're in the weight and balance, where you want to shift all of your loads so that it's evenly distributed. For I guess a bus, on a ground thing, they don't give a fuck, right? So they don't mind if you're traveling down the road like this.
Well, small group, it's not going to fucking awful.
I don't know. I've seen people cart in, damn near their entire house on some of these things.
Yeah, I have too.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, and that's when they do balance the load off. They do that.
It was like traveling with Brad's mother. Shit the bed. It's like, you're only going to be down there a week.
What? It was like,
that was fine.
The one time I took a Greyhound trip, I went to get the bag out from under the thing from the driver, and it's like, what in the shit? He said, "Oh, somebody's moving." He said, "I've got a whole living room, dining room, bedroom."
But was your bag? But was your bag there? Was your bag there?
Yes, it was.
Oh well, then then you just ought to be grateful for that. I mean, really, come on.
Yes, it was.
I mean, you ought to be glad it wasn't coated with, organic material from other human beings.
They didn't lose
or
that
animals.
bag.
Well, or as happened to me with TWA coming back from San Francisco in May 1978. They misplaced the one and only time I've ever checked a suitcase. Never, 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 never again amen on that one. I'm going to tell you that. 4 days later, of course, I had pretty much written it off. I thought, well, I'm fucked.
It
You know,
is so
I'm fucked.
awful.
This was, well, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We'll just have to see. Somebody's at the door. Oh, sweet black snout. Oh, what do you think? Oh, I know. I brought out this horrible thing. This.
Oh, she's slimy.
She got Joe.
I brought out this. What? Oh, what?
She shook her face.
Oh, do I need to get my?
No, I didn't get on the keyboard.
Okay. So it's not
there.
it's
Not gonna get in
it's
there.
not going
Okay.
down
It
not going
did.
down the holes. Okay, that's good.
It won't short anything out.
Oh, that's good. One never wants to have things shorted
Now I
out.
should close this just
Yeah, that's just as well. Actually, that's very wise, Mike. Thank
in case
you. Yeah.
she decides to
Yeah.
slime stuff again.
Well, you never know. I mean, you might have this incredible snot explosion. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, don't put that. That's even worse.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
put.
that's
Yeah,
worse.
yeah, that's worse. Yeah, that's Paul's. That's sort of Paul's, eating pad.
Plate
Oh, I see.
and over here. Or a trolley laptop over there.
Oh, now
Like that. Come on.
where did she go?
She's already-
Oh, no, that's all right. Well, she's happy. You're fine, Black Snout.
Just being a pup.
You're a very sweet dog, Black Snout. Oh, licking my feet. You're a good soul.
Yeah, I tried that. I had some pants on which I had sprayed with permethrin or permeth.
Oh yeah, the pyrethrin stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had done it, and I use them to mow the lawn and that sort of thing. So I thought, well, as long as I got this tick,
Oh
I
yeah.
just check it out.
Sure.
So I had the tick in a little medicine bottle, and I put it on my pants, on my pant legs.
Yeah.
And I let it crawl around for a few minutes, or not very long at all, but I just
Yeah.
let it for a few seconds, I suppose. And then I put it back and it didn't seem to be doing anything.
Well, no, pyrethrin isn't worth fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I put it back in the jar, and I thought. Then I looked at it this morning, and I thought it was dead. But then it revived.
Yeah. Well, see, pyrethrin is a repellent. They say it kills it. It doesn't. No, it's worthless. It is absolutely worthless. So
I used to use people with dogs.
So for all you people out there who can't use chlorpyrifos and real actual repellent, like DEET and all that stuff anymore, well, chlorpyrifos is actually an insecticide, but DEET is a true repellent. If you can't get hold of that anymore, you're shit out of luck because the pyrethrin doesn't do crap. And that's the word here from the Island of Peace on Alum Creek. As testified to by my good friend Mike and Black Snout and me.
You agree?
Yes, and Paul too, of course. But we've discussed that in the context of you earlier. But yes, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then
We're
it
super
worked.
lucky,
We
right.
got home with that. We were able to. It
Well-
was a heat wave. There was a heat wave going on.
That's so great because when mine failed, the exact same fail in Detroit when I was up there for my niece's wedding. I ferried my mother up there. This thing failed, and so I called you've got like a 24 lifetime thing where you can call and they'll come. And by golly, the guy came out and fixed it. But what he used to fix it was a broom handle that he stuffed down in there after he took the door apart. But he came out and he fixed that damn problem.
Oh, you put a door handle underneath the thing.
He put
Inside the door?
he cut a broom handle out of the back of his car, and jammed that thing in there so I could hold my window up and get home without
Ever falling down again. You put the car door
in
back
the
together.
hood, the hood.
You put the car door
And it worked just fine. I never ran that window. I don't know. Well, the only reason I ran that window down to start with was because it was so hot that day, and my air conditioner didn't work in that car, and my mother was pissing and moaning and pissing and moaning and pissing and moaning and pissing and moaning and pissing and moaning. So that's okay. She's dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she would say, "Let's talk about happy things." Well, actually, I'm talking about happy things right now. Actually, as a matter of fact. I sure hope my sister's enjoying all that money she screwed me out of when she was managing the
How's your
estate.
mom doing, Mike?
Oh, she's okay. I mean, she's old.
Yeah.
I mean, she's really old. She quit. She gave up her car about a year ago.
That's very tactful, Paul.
Oh,
What is?
what? She's
It's very tactful.
90.
She'll be 91.
May's so great.
And she'll be 91 in July.
May's so sweet and good.
Yeah, I think she's younger than my stepmom.
You are, May. You know that. You are. You're sweet and good.
Sweet and good.
Mike, in a pensive mood. With the good black snout. The good black snout. The good black snout. Oh. 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 You are so good, Black Snout.
I think I've seen her.
We're here, and we're telling a story, and we're going to tell a story about a fellow that I worked with twice at Ohio State, and he was a cardiac surgeon. And it seems that there's a number of people in Central Ohio related to him, but I will not go into that situation at all because that would be inappropriate and unethical. But this guy, this surgeon, if you will, using the term loosely, one wonders how somebody gets there, given what I witnessed in the operating room from this guy. I did 2 cases with this man. He had, let's put it mildly, he had an unusual drug regimen in terms of how he handled being on the pump and coming off the pump. Very unusual. So unusual that one time, well, the one time that I did a case with him while it was on the pump, it caused us to go back on the pump for another couple hours. He had this strange way of reversing the heparin.
What?
Well, you give heparin to, anticoagulate when you go on the pump, and then you give protamine to. But most guys, when they anticoagulate, and then try to reverse the coagulation, they use like a regimen that doesn't quite reverse all of the heparin. But this guy used to use this drug called Amicar. And he really pushed it to the max. This was very
He was certain, right?
unusual.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, it wasn't outside the bounds of ethical medical practice at the time, but it would certainly be considered so today, I think. But I don't know. Suffice to say, it was an 8-hour pump run for a 3-banger coronary artery bypass. An 8-hour pump run. The only other time I'd been involved in an 8-hour pump run was when the fellow who had helped train me, he sewed in the wrong size of valve. He put in the wrong size valve, and he had to cut it out. And he cut it out, before he realized he didn't have to cut it out, and so he was left with having to put all the sutures back in. Anger, it's a real fucker, isn't it? So watch out for that. I'll say that again. Anger, it's a real fucker, so watch out for that. So it's always interesting to encounter the detritus of people I worked with, even their nephews and wannabes afterwards. Now it seems our guests have left. You saw Mike and May and Black Snout Dog, and we had a wonderful time. Without becoming too unethical, Mike had consulted me about a tick bite situation, and I was giving him some medicine for a tick bite situation. And but that was the genesis of this.
Drop in.
Yes, drop in. But I was delighted he brought May. I hadn't seen May in many years, and I hadn't seen the Black Snout Dog in many years either. Quite honestly, so it was a great treat for me, and I was. I was the very erstwhile best man at their wedding, little realizing what that entailed, because I just don't understand what that kind of crap entails in the straight world. And in any case, it was so good to have a dog in the house again and play with a dog toy and have a dog treat, and I was potentially able to help Mike, or at least stave off some disaster for Mike, maybe. And then we got to talk about May's daughter, who's a lawyer in San Francisco, coming back to see them and visit. That'll be great. And so it was a tremendous visit, and we had a good time, and that's a treat for me. I don't get very many of those, so that was fun. So
We got to talk about some old stuff.
yeah, we got to
That
dig up a couple of skeletons and rebury them and that sort of thing, and that's all. Because we've been ever since Mike walked up my backyard in October of 1977 there on North 4th Street, we've had a fair amount of, how shall we say, close-in encounters with people outside us and people within us. Demons within, and demons within us, demons without us, that sort of thing. So.
I met Mike when we lived on 106 Lakeview,
Is that the first time you met him?
Clintonville.
Well, that makes sense because that's where I was living when I met you. Yeah, was 105? It was 105. No, it was 106. It was 106. Yeah, because we were on the north side of the road, so it's 106. Right. Yeah. When did you meet him?
Oh, he showed up one day.
Well, of course he showed up one day
Hey,
because
I'm
he
here.
showed up pretty much.
I'm ready for a beer.
That was when he still drank.
And stuff.
That was when he still drank, and that was and he was still with Steph. And of course, Stephanie's dead now. God bless her. She died of meningococcal septicemia there in Brooklyn when she was living in New York. Just recent. Well, about 3 years ago, I guess. She was quite the opera singer, aspiring opera singer. She was sort of in the spirit carrier corps of Metropolitan Opera at one point. They went to Indiana University for a couple of 3 years while she went to the music school there. And
She went to Juilliard, didn't she?
no, she didn't go to Juilliard. She went to Indiana, which is damn near as good as Juilliard, if not better when you get right down to it. And of course, she was treated by Irma. She was trained by Irma Cooper here at Ohio State. That's a fucking shame.
Well, she did some stuff over in Europe.
Well, she took some training over in Graz, Austria.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which has just recently had a horrible one of these mass crime things happening. So sorry, all you people over in Austria on that one. Not to make light of it and sound flippant. Anyway, we were talking about your day.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, do you wear the crosses flopping around outside during your work?
I get bending over and shit, and they fall out.
Okay, but it's not like you make a point to have them flopping around.
I don't pull them out.
Well, I didn't think so, and that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, depending on what part of the country you're in. But yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's an employer sort of thing, I guess.
Oh, when I'm bending over and reading around, digging in a laundry cart and stuff.
Now, when you're bending over, what other things might we like to see fall out?
I'm dealing with the freaking house.
Oh! I'm sorry. I'm going off topic. Well, it's been Gayla. What do you think? Should we splice this bastard together and put it out there for folks?
We're talking about the teams, how they keep screwing around and playing, and having their parties here, and then they'll go to another room and have a big party.
Oh, I don't know. I want to hear about teenage guys doing pretty much anything. So talk to me, Zolnut.
Well, like when they first showed up. This is Saturday. When they first showed up.
It's amazing. I keep thinking it's like Thursday or something. Go on. I'm sorry.
When they showed up the first day, they showed up and they instantly just started carting all these coolers and dragging them in and walking in with
Plenty head.
like 24 packs of beer.
Oh, well, plenty head. Deep.
And these big meat platters.
Oh, I like meat platters. I like
and
meat.
They just started
on platter.
Eating away and stuff.
I like meat pretty much in any way, shape, form.
Eating away, just having a big food fest. Bits in the mouth and everything, and dropping the crap all over the floor
Oh,
and stuff.
Paul, see, that you really do need to. I'm sorry. Go on.
Well, I call it dropping crap.
Well,
all over
I'm
the
just,
floor.
yes. I know. Don't mind me.
And, they also have a habit that they will not even pick up like all their leftover paper plates and
Well-
stuff, and they will not put them into the trash.
Oh, that's
can.
rude. That's just rude. Their supervisors need to be, On the other hand,
Their parents were also doing this.
Well, I know. Well, see, there's the problem. Is see, they've not been properly trained. No, they've not been.
Yeah. That's what
I can imagine what would have happened to me if I had done something like that.
that's what That's
extreme acts of sudden violence would have happened to me. That's what would have happened.
that's what interesting. Last night I worked. Last evening.
When did you get home?
I left there 9:30.
You left at 9:30.
I left there at 9:30.
Oh, okay. Because I vaguely remember you saying.
And I got here around. I got back here at 10.
I didn't. Okay, I didn't even hear you. And that's terrifying. Not to repeat ourselves, but
Anyway.
yeah.
And there was one cut while I was there. This guy came back up to the one floor, and he's explaining to the kids, I'm not mean and mad at you. He said, the reason we're not going to go to the pool tonight is those people have no idea how to behave in public.
Now, who are those people?
The ball players and stuff.
Oh,
The high school ball players and the parents having a big boom box pizza party in the pool house that led into the big pizza party and boombox party in the dining room 20 minutes later.
Whenever I think of baseball teams having pool parties, I always think of big, like jockstrap parties.
Anyway, he explained to his two small kids as to how these people are low life.
Well, two small kids was like, I'm sorry, was this like no.
They were about 7, 8 years old.
Oh, kids were asking why they couldn't go to the pool.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Why they were instantly brought back.
I thought he was making a video saying, "Oh, and now we will explain to you why." I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's like a YouTube video.
He was explaining to them as why they stepped into the pool area and why he instantly had them leave and come back upstairs.
Instantly?
Yes. They were still bone dry.
Bone dry?
They were not even allowed to touch the damn water.
We don't like to have a bone that's dry around here.
He explained to them that the group that was down in the pool house were so low life that they have no idea how to behave properly in a public area. And that I do not want you to be exposed to that type of people. And that's why we're not going to play in the pool tonight.
That's why I didn't like to take my dog certain places. I didn't like them being exposed.
Hopefully, tomorrow morning, tomorrow sometime, if they're gone, then we will go down and enjoy the pool. All you want. As long as those people are gone.
Those Those people. Those people.
I'm like, oh, come on, give me a break, It's 150 kids in the pool. Let your kids play with.
Well, I'd like to check the urine titer on the pool after that. You got 150 kids in the pool.
I mean, it was packed.
Not to mention the turd titer, although those tend to float to the top. Well, I don't know. I mean,
Well, that has happened, and we've shut it down and locked it up. Minimally.
Generally, kids don't have turds that float to the top. They tend to sink to the bottom. It's the adults that tend to eat the stuff that's, sort of,
Floaty.
Yeah, fluffy and floaty, yeah.
And it's happened.
That's just the way it is, guys. We're speaking the truth here on the Joe and Paul Island of Peace on Allen Creek on the Joe Kersey channel.
Out of the pool house complaining, okay. Everybody out. Water hazard.
I'm taking psyllium seed here. That's why I'm popping here, guys. If you guys are thinking, what am I taking? I'm taking psyllium seed tablets or capsules. So I can take a crap tomorrow morning. Such are the joys of being 63. And again, we speak the truth here on the Joe Kersey Show.
Oh. That's all I have.
Is that it?
Oh! Because they were all here for this big state baseball tournament thing. Everything's been put back until this damn rain goes away.
Oh, I don't blame them. Good Lord.
It's all the kids, the mid-age school and younger, they can hang around. They and their families will hang around for the next day or two until this shit gets a little nicer. But the high school, college age guys, they said, screw it, we're going home. Because they're not going to start their age of level of game stuff until Wednesday. And the coaches and that said, we're not paying all the way up till then to just hang out and party.
No, that'd be fun, though. Did you find any spare jock straps lying around?
No.
Oh. Hey, did you?
And nobody threw any down the damn laundry chute.
I was going to say,
like they usually do.
I was going. Did you try to sniff any of the ones that might have, fallen astray? You're not into that kind of stuff, No, he's not into that. He's not into that kind of earthy stuff like I am.
I'm not still enough to do anything.
You know what?
I don't have time to stop.
No, I understand. Well, I don't know. It's not a matter of stopping. It's a matter of just sort of holding something up to your nose briefly and inhaling deeply.
I don't even have time to pull a paper towel off of a reel and blow my nose.
I understand. Well, I understand. And then your job, you don't want to be seen as doing things. But on the other hand, as an outside observer, I can certainly fantasize richly about things, as I do. Paul, we're getting all sorts of fans here now. So quick, what do you think?
I mean, it's just a bunch of crap. Personally, it's like dealing with house trailer trash.
Well, some house trailer trash can be kind of hot, actually.
Yes, the kids may look hot, but the attitudes and stuff.
Oh, just as long as you don't have to talk to them, and but just to sort of fill into their bods.
I mean, they just have an attitude. You want to.
But watch out! Some of that house trailer trash is pretty damn strong. You slap upside the head.
Come on! No, I'm sorry. If an elevator door opens, you step off of the elevator. No. You don't just stand there.
Now, come here a minute. I want to talk.
You don't stand there and stare until the elevator starts shutting again.
I want to be really basically honest with you. When you get that self-righteous tune, that's the least attractive part of you. That's the least attractive part of you. And when you do that, that's when I most want to leave you most. This is not the way to win the heart of the public. I'm sure I've got my own annoying things, but honey, soul, you do that self-righteous thing like you're ruling the damn world. That's just no, honey.
Oh, like if I've got a big laundry cart or a trash cart, and I want to get off the elevator and the doors open, they all step up to the elevator. I want off. I gotta go this way or that way.
Well, on the other hand,
give me space to get up.
There's doing that in the context of your job, and there's doing that in the context of when you're not on the job. And you do it the same way each way. I mean, it's not you don't differentiate in your behavior between. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm making that statement based on how you describe how you interact with other people that I've not seen you interact with, that aren't related to work. And I'm always thinking to myself, this isn't necessarily the right way to go about things. Okay. Well, all right. Well.
Yeah. It's like, have a good day, have a bad day. That's about it.
I'll say.
There's times you have a good day with Polly, and there's times you have a bad day with him.
I think we're talking like ships in the night here. So on that score, I'm going to say bye-bye, YouTubers. Anything else you want to say?
No.
So we'll say bye-bye, YouTube.